There is a continent that pulses with a rhythm as old as time itself. It is a land of immense scale and profound mystery. We often see Africa through a familiar lens, the great migrations, the iconic savannas. But beyond these well-documented wonders lies another Africa. A world unseen, hidden away in the folds of its vast geography. Here, ancient traditions persist, untouched by the relentless march of the modern world. This is not a journey for the casual observer. It is a passage into the heart of what it means to be truly wild, a realm where humanity and nature exist in a delicate, time-honored balance that few outsiders will ever witness. The air itself seems to carry whispers of forgotten stories. These are tales not written in books, but etched into the very landscape. They are carried on the wind that sweeps across endless plains and echoed in the calls of unseen creatures in the deep jungle. To seek out these hidden places is to chase a fleeting echo from the past. It requires more than a map. It demands an intuition, a deep respect for the unknown. The paths are not marked. The destinations are not advertised. They exist in a space between myth and reality, guarded by nature's most formidable barriers and the quiet resolve of the people who call these remote corners home. Venturing into this Africa requires a letting go of certainty. It is a surrender to the elements, a commitment to a journey where the destination is less a place and more a state of being. The silence here is not empty. It is filled with the low hum of life, the rustle of leaves, the distant rumble of a gathering storm. One must learn to listen with more than just their ears. The land speaks in a language of its own, through the shifting light of dawn, the texture of the earth underfoot, and the silent gaze of its animal inhabitants. To travel here alone is to face not only the external world, but the internal one as well. The allure of these hidden worlds is powerful, precisely because they remain so elusive. They represent a connection to a more fundamental way of living, a life governed by the seasons and the sky. In our quest for understanding, we are drawn to these enclaves of antiquity, yet the very act of observing risks changing them forever. The journey is fraught with peril, not just from the untamed wilderness, but from the cultural chasms that separate our world from theirs. It is a delicate dance of curiosity and caution, a profound exploration into the last truly wild places left on our planet. If you're captivated by these hidden worlds and want to join us on more journeys beyond the horizon, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring you deeper into the heart of the world's most extraordinary places. To reach the unseen tribes, one must first traverse lands that seem designed to repel outsiders. The journey begins where the maps end. It follows trails that are little more than memories in the minds of local guides, paths that shift with the rains and seasons. These are not roads for vehicles, but for the human foot and the determined spirit. The air grows thick and heavy, filled with the scent of damp earth and blooming flowers that have no name in our languages. Every step is a deliberate act, a conscious push deeper into a world that operates on its own terms, far from the familiar comforts of our own. The suspense builds with each passing mile. The landscape itself becomes a character in the story, a silent gatekeeper. Towering escarpments rise like ancient walls, their sheer faces carved by millennia of wind and rain. Rivers, wide and brown, snake through the terrain, their currents hiding unseen dangers beneath the placid surface. The sounds of civilization fade, replaced by a symphony of the wild that is at once beautiful and unsettling. The snap of a twig, the distant cry of a bird, every sound is amplified in the immense quiet, a constant reminder that you are a guest in a powerful and indifferent kingdom. These remote villages are islands in a sea of wilderness. They are not stumbled upon by accident. Their isolation is their protection, a natural fortress that has preserved their way of life for countless generations. The people who live here have an intimate knowledge of this challenging environment. They can read the sky, understand the language of the animals, and navigate the subtle signs of the forest. For an outsider, this same environment is a labyrinth of potential dangers. To travel here alone would be an act of supreme folly, a misunderstanding of the immense power that nature holds in these parts of the world. The tribes themselves are often wary of strangers. Their seclusion is a choice, a means of safeguarding their culture from outside influence. Contact is not always welcome. The approach must be made with immense patience and respect, often mediated by trusted individuals who can bridge the gap between two vastly different worlds. There is a palpable tension in the air as one draws closer, a feeling of being watched, of entering a sacred space where the rules are unknown. This is the threshold of another reality, and crossing it is a privilege, not a right. The danger is not always physical, it is the risk of misunderstanding, of causing unintended harm to a fragile and ancient way of being. Imagine a land painted in strokes of impossible color. The earth is a deep ochre red, baked hard by a sun that burns with an unfiltered intensity. Above, the sky is a canvas of the deepest cobalt blue, vast and uninterrupted by any sign of the modern world. This is a place of high contrast, where shadows are sharp and defined, and the light seems to possess a physical weight. Great mountains, jagged and stark, pierce the horizon, their peaks often shrouded in a fine mist that lends them an ethereal, dreamlike quality. These are not gentle, rolling hills. They are formidable structures of rock and time, their very presence a testament to the planet's raw, creative power. The savannas stretch out to infinity, a sea of golden grass that sways and ripples with every breath of wind. Scattered across this immense plain are the iconic acacia trees, their flat tops creating stark, graphic silhouettes against the dramatic sky. They stand like lonely sentinels, offering scant shade but immense character to the landscape. This is a world of immense scale, where the individual feels small and insignificant. The sheer emptiness is both liberating and intimidating. It forces a confrontation with oneself, a quiet contemplation in the face of such overwhelming silent beauty. Alone, one could wander for days without seeing another soul, lost in the mesmerizing, repetitive rhythm of the plains. Water carves its way through this arid land with fierce determination. Rivers, swollen and muddy after the rains, cut deep gorges into the earth, their banks lined with a ribbon of lush green vegetation that stands in stark contrast to the dry plains beyond. In the dry season, these same rivers shrink to a mere trickle, revealing beds of smooth, sun-bleached stones. Waterfalls cascade over sheer cliffs, their roar echoing through the silent valleys. The spray, creating a permanent rainbow in the afternoon light. These water sources are lifelines, drawing animals and people alike, creating oases of activity in the vast, quiet wilderness. They are places of immense beauty, but also of great danger, where predators often lie in wait. As day turns to night, the landscape transforms once more. The setting sun ignites the sky in a blaze of orange, pink, and purple, a spectacle of such intensity, it feels almost spiritual. The heat of the day subsides, replaced by a cool, gentle breeze. The world becomes a study in shades of gray and black, illuminated only by the brilliant canopy of stars above. With no light pollution, the Milky Way is a thick, luminous band, and constellations are so bright they seem almost within reach. The night is not silent, it comes alive with the calls of nocturnal creatures, a chorus that is both enchanting and vaguely menacing, a reminder that the world here never truly sleeps. In this untouched world, wildlife moves with an unhurried grace. Time itself seems to slow down. A herd of elephants, their skin like wrinkled bark, emerges from the tree line. They move with a deliberate, ponderous rhythm, their great feet sinking softly into the dusty earth. One raises its trunk, sniffing the air, its ancient eyes holding a deep and unknowable intelligence. The sound is minimal, the soft swish of their ears fanning the air, a low rumble that vibrates through the ground. To witness them is to see a living monument, a creature perfectly attuned to its environment, a silent watcher that has roamed these lands for ages. A leopard, the embodiment of stealth and power, rests on the thick branch of a sausage tree. Its rosette-patterned coat is a masterpiece of camouflage, blending seamlessly with the dappled light filtering through the leaves. It is a portrait of patient potential. Its tail twitches almost imperceptibly. Its gaze is fixed on some distant point on the savanna below. Every muscle is relaxed, yet poised for action. A slow-motion shot would capture the ripple of sinew beneath its skin as it shifts its weight, the effortless power contained within its elegant form. In its stillness, there is a profound sense of menace and beauty, the perfect predator in its natural throne. Down by the river's edge, a different kind of drama unfolds in quiet splendor. A flock of flamingos stands in the shallow water, their long, curved necks creating elegant S-shapes against the blue expanse. They move in a synchronized, balletic fashion, their reflections creating a perfect mirror image on the water's surface. A crocodile, ancient and motionless as a log, lies half-submerged nearby, only its eyes and nostrils visible above the water. The tension between the graceful birds and the lurking reptile is palpable, a silent narrative of life and death that is a constant presence in the wilderness. The air is still, broken only by the gentle lapping of water against the shore. Even the smaller creatures command attention. A chameleon, perched on a thin vine, moves with an almost painful slowness. Its eyes, two independent turrets, scan its surroundings in opposite directions. Its skin shifts in a slow-motion cascade of color, changing from green to brown to match the foliage. Its long sticky tongue shoots out in a flash to catch an unsuspecting insect. This is a world of intricate detail, where every living thing, no matter how small, plays a crucial role in the complex web of life. Observing these creatures is like watching a silent film, a story told through movement, color, and the unspoken language of survival. Deep within this fortress of nature, life is lived in harmony with the earth. The villages are not collections of buildings but living organisms that have grown organically from the landscape. Huts are constructed from mud, grass, and wood, materials gathered from the immediate surroundings. They are cool in the heat of the day and warm in the chill of the night. Their circular forms echo the cycles of the sun and moon, the seasons, and life itself. There is a profound sense of belonging here, a connection between people and place that has been forged over centuries of shared existence. The village is not just a home, it is the center of the universe. The daily rhythm is governed not by clocks, but by the sun. Life begins at dawn, with the first light that spills over the horizon. The air fills with the sounds of a community waking, the soft murmur of voices, the crackle of cooking fires, the laughter of children. Women set out to gather water, their postures straight and proud as they carry heavy pots on their heads. Men prepare for the hunt or tend to their cattle, their movements economical and purposeful. Every task has meaning. Every action is part of a larger, collective effort to sustain the community. It is a life of hard work, but also of deep satisfaction. Tradition is the lifeblood of the tribe. It is passed down not through written texts, but through stories, songs, and ceremonies. Elders are the keepers of this sacred knowledge, their faces a map of a lifetime of experience. They gather the children around the fire at night, their voices low and resonant as they recount the myths of their ancestors, the tales of great hunters, and the laws that govern their society. These stories are more than entertainment. They are lessons in survival, morality, and identity. They are the glue that binds the community together, connecting the present generation to all those who came before. Ceremony marks the important passages of life: birth, adulthood, marriage, and death. These rituals are often vibrant and colorful affairs, filled with music, dance, and elaborate body paint. The beat of the drum is the heartbeat of the community, a powerful, hypnotic rhythm that can go on for hours, uniting everyone in a shared, transcendent experience. For an outsider, these ceremonies are a window into another worldview, a glimpse of a spiritual reality that is deeply intertwined with the natural world. There is a reverence and a seriousness to these proceedings that commands respect, a sense of witnessing something ancient and profoundly important. Why do these places remain so untouched? The answer lies in their formidable isolation. The mountains, deserts, and jungles that surround them are not just physical barriers, they are powerful deterrents. They have protected these enclaves from the relentless expansion of the outside world, creating pockets of time where ancient ways of life can persist. This seclusion has fostered a deep self-reliance and a culture that has little need for what lies beyond its borders. The people here have everything they need within their own environment, a world they understand with an intimacy that we have long since lost. The allure of these hidden worlds is magnetic. It stems from a deep-seated human longing for connection, to nature, to our own past, and to a simpler, more authentic way of being. In a world that is increasingly homogenized and fast-paced, these places represent an alternative. They are a reminder that other ways of living are possible, that humanity is not a monolith, but a rich tapestry of diverse cultures. They challenge our assumptions and broaden our understanding of what it means to be human. This pull is what drives explorers and documentarians to endure hardship and danger, to catch a fleeting glimpse of this otherness. Yet, this allure is also a threat. The very act of visiting, of documenting, risks eroding the isolation that has preserved these cultures for so long. The introduction of modern goods, ideas, and diseases can have a devastating and irreversible impact. It is a profound paradox. Our desire to understand and appreciate these cultures could be the very thing that unravels them. This is why the journey must be undertaken with the utmost humility and respect. It is a journey that carries a heavy weight of responsibility. The goal is not to change or to interfere, but simply to witness, to learn, and to bear witness to a world that may not exist forever. In the end, these unseen corners of Africa hold a mirror up to our own world. They force us to question our own values, our relationship with nature, and the path our own society has taken. They are a living testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of tradition. The unbroken silence of these lands is not an emptiness, but a fullness, a richness of life, history and meaning that we can only begin to comprehend. And perhaps it is best that they remain largely unseen, their mysteries preserved, their silence unbroken, continuing their ancient rhythm far from the clamor of our modern age.